word leadership plateau. Generally, when you look at the walk of leadership, there are different stages we go through. The moment you have accelerated and ascended to a particular level, and then you feel very comfortable, you're very comfortable and almost feel stagnated. That is what we call the leadership plateau, where it is your comfort zone as a leader. You've taken your business from where you started to a particular level where you're very comfortable right now. To some of us, what's interesting to all of us really is that COVID has presented us a golden opportunity to break down that plateau, whether we know it or not. We're probably experiencing the plateau very subconsciously or unconsciously, but right now we're going to break it down because you know why? COVID is saying, hey guys, now is the time to reset, recharge, and re-strategize. So I want to talk to you about the opportunities that await you as an entrepreneur in the current times. So let's look at it. Right now, we are all being forced to jumpstart. The key thing to remember here is they did a survey recently, I think it was in the States, where 86% of senior leaders said that it's so important to spend time in critical thinking and reflection. But we need to talk about your vision and how far you still want to go. That is so important. Whether you are ready and going to be successful depends on your muscle power. It's about you. You are the engine. The strategies won't work unless you do. So it's so important for you to take a moment to pause and reflect. So I want to take you through the opportunities that await you during this time. Number one, gone are the days where we focus on only specialization. We need to move into multi-skilling staff, multi-skilling labor. So you're going to walk into a new business climate, a new operation where you have to train and groom your team to assume multi-skilling, multi-ability roles. Example, I have team members in my social media team who not only post out the social media posts, they actually get involved with graphic designing. This is the time, I'm telling you, where you need to focus on resource optimization, multi-skilling your team, making sure you coach them, train them, and motivate them and empower them, not to just do what they're used to doing, but as a leader, you need to equip them and make sure you're multi-skilling them so that there is horizontal movement as well within the organization. Optimize your resources. Another one as a leader, during this time, the opportunity I see is enormous potential for creative thinking. It's not just about business planning. If you think about business planning and how to re-strategize right now because of COVID, if you don't have the ability to get creative, you're going to miss out. You're not going to be able to invent and be innovative and embrace the digital platforms you have available because you can see the ecosystem has changed. It hasn't toppled, but it's evolved. So you are demanded to evolve. Number three, resource optimization. Make sure that as a leader, as a business leader, as an entrepreneur, you are mindful about resource optimization. Whatever you do, even your time, optimize your time. Do you know that during COVID, it's a massive wake-up call for all of us. From the time I wake up from the bed, I am so deliberate, even more conscious about how I want to spend my time. I have, in fact, told myself, you know what, I want to give more attention to me time, to my family time, and then my work time, go back to the drawing board, see how I can self-discipline, self-manage myself better so I can give more effectiveness out to the world and to my business and to the community. The fourth one is, this is a tough one. You need to swallow your pride. One thing COVID taught me is, it's not about being the chairman of a company, it's about being the cheerleader of the company. Because right now, guess what? We're all in a crunch situation. And I really believe this is something I advocate around the world. If anybody asks me, we are only as strong as our team produces. As strong as our team performs is how strong I am as a leader. But the main thing is this. I have seen where, particularly the small and medium enterprises, what happens is we forget that even though we're having all this pressure, you are the captain of your ship. You need to make sure you don't Delegate pressure. You don't delegate the stress. You delegate energy. You delegate motivation. You delegate empowerment. Be very careful about that, especially now with COVID. It's very easy for us to get stressed, very easy for us to pass the blame, very easy for us to snap at our employees because we are feeling a lot of tension within ourselves. But that is why it's so much more important for you to really think about meditation, think about self-motivation, think about really looking after yourself, because your team, especially in times of a crisis, is going to be looking at you. So I want.
And, you know, I've been doing this around the world, and in COVID-19, it has really created a level playing field for so many people now, because we're all reinventing our business. We're seeing what is it that our customers need, how can we get to them, and there's a lot of tips and tricks to do with this online, you know, marketing of your business, because people get really worried when they hear the word sales. But really, it's customer service. It's great service, providing that product or service, meeting our customers' needs and being there for them during this time as well. And what's really important is when you are going in to sell your products, always think about what problem are you solving. So write these 3 things down. What problem are you solving? You must be solving a problem with your product or your service. What value are you delivering? What value do you deliver to your customer? You're that 1%. What value is it? And it could be the service or the, having those repeat businesses saves your business thousands of dollars if you look after that customer well. And what action will they take away when they come to you? What is it that you want them to do? The interesting thing I found was 48% of salespeople actually don't follow up. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. But did you know most business money is made after that 12th contact? So don't stop. Don't just run around collecting cards. Make sure you follow up. And Thursday is the best day to follow up worldwide. 91% of customers say they would give you a referral, even if you own a little shop at the front. Start collecting some testimonials, pop them up on your Facebook. Let other people know about you. Because 11% of businesses and salespeople ask for referrals, only 11%. And the salespeople that ask them, they actually earn 4 to 5 times more. 4 to 5 times they 10x that business. So it's worth it. And if you are using social media, 78% of people today are actually out there on that social media having a look at it. So the world is your oyster, and we can do this through COVID-19. People leave when they don't get what they expect, when they don't know what to do, and if they feel you're not being genuine and you cannot back up your information. So it's really important as an entrepreneur that our people get what they expect, that they know what to do with our service, with our product, how to buy it, how to use it, and that they feel you are genuine, you are authentic with being you. So don't forget, your story is so important. 63% of what people remember will be your story. And your story sells your service and sells your product. So keep it simple. Has selling changed? It has. Selling has changed. The old days, it was all about presenting and selling. Now it's about building relationships. How do we do that? Send little messages out on your social media. Pop up something on Facebook. Put something in your WhatsApp group or your WeChat group, wherever you are. Keep talking about your products. Keep talking about your service. Let people know that you are here and you're here for business. Lower price is not the answer. This is what we've always been told, but let me tell you, during COVID-19, everyone is out there and they are cutting their prices so that they can stay in business in this time. So I'm not going to tell you, you have to up your prices, because I can let you know I was earning nearly $20,000 a month Now I'm probably earning about, I don't know, 6,000. So everything has changed. We're not on stages anymore. We are giving people a lot more for free. So whatever you need to do right now to stay in business, do, but add value still, add as much value as possible, because when this stops and you're ready, you'll be ready for the upswing. You would have built your business during this time, you would have got more followers, and you'll be in the marketplace and ready to go. You know, find your niche, keep growing your business, keep talking about your business. We do need to keep refining and defining our products and our services, because once again, it's those small tweaks that make the big difference. It's never just that one thing. Now,